gentlemen, the news. Talk about some haywire movement. What was that? Yo, what's up, guys? I was just logging in and I was like, what's going on here? What news was that? What? Was completely threadbare. Okay. What is it doing? All right. That was nice. So that little sweep up seems like an algorithmic push. Yo, what's up? What was that? Nice. I didn't have a chance to. Damn. Let me see this. Mm-mm. Damn. Come on. You need that sound effect. That'd be fun. Do 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 do. What was that though? Was there some sort of news thing? Core retail? Okay. At least there was something. Was that yesterday or just now? Oh, Trump. Do 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 do. Stop bullshitting me, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then he drops another bomb like, psych! Kidding, boom. Ah. Damn.
Oh, I'm ruined. My shop.
Who would have anything to say about any of those things? Who cares? If you want to be
I mean, it may still be possible
fat,
to buy
who cares?
something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
No, I mean about like you think saying you're fat
Lord
or whatever.
Underhill,
Like
at your service.
you should be allowed to be whatever you want.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance,
Or people have
I sense Conrad
pushing
is
for
not
EVs,
wrong
but
in
then
his
burning down
assessment of the
Teslas,
bandits' likely return.
dealerships and stuff.
Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Damn.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together.
Wow.
Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
Nice.
We all saved Alamil. Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act. I'll take that as a compliment.
That's where I've heard the name before, maybe.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
So, where did you learn to swing a sword? Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. but I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to...
15 or so.
But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Seems the hideaway is lost
Blasted. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be
The
needed.
brown
Thank you very
noise
much.
makes you shit your
What I want from
pants.
you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and
You mean the white
perhaps your
noise?
sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well,
I
despite
thought the
look of
brown
it and
noise
that
was
awful
like that
stench,
note that
people
makes you shit
wolf
your
it down.
pants or something.
So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces
Maybe I'm wrong, but
myself.
I thought that was on the South
Had a
Park
peek at the book and
episode.
gave it a go, but well,
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
What?
Ivan had the same problem.
Shit.
yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will
So-
not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites,
Sounds
I
like
suggest you lend me
par
a
for the
hand.
course over there.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand
That'd be
like
funny
myself.
if you could
Thought I'd followed it
Tibetan
to a
monk a
T.
chant
Only,
that does the
turns
brown
out
noise like
skyworm livers
whoa,
and drake's mint
and then everyone's like,
are
oh
not what I
god.
thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Ah, Valicia, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
No. Where was that?
Where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu.
What?
The descriptions of fried mortress
What
never
the
fail to make my
heck?
mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbricois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate
They
the
do
jewel
make
yellow
those
flower by their heady scent
like
alone, so I'm sure we'll have no trouble
illusions of
finding
stuff
them.
in their films,
I may
but
add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
those Easter eggs or
If I
whatever.
find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got
What?
into tires?
Oh man, that's depraved. They look DTF.
What am I gonna do? Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle.
Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go at the people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
How do you go about doing that with other people around?
Don't
Or is
worry.
it like a private?
I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
So they're like one step removed from animals, basically.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you
I
pay
remember
my
some of
affairs
those
half a
stories.
care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest.
All
All right.
What the
I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dallimil. So that's where I'm going.
I remember
Find
this
someone
one.
who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
3 minutes, gentlemen. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill analysis. It's analysis. Two minutes. Do. Nice. Yeah, I was like, what? I just logging in. "30 seconds." Have Oh, thanks. Yeah, that'd be cool. Here we go. We are off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. What He hit his level, yeah. So ES pushing up, NQ looking to hold these buyers here, but I'm not so set that they're in control just yet. We'll see. There's some buyers at 24.50. If it breaks below that, there's buyer absorption. Otherwise, buyers are attempting to step up. But I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking the absorption, but we'll see. So far, it's looking like it, but we'll see. Need some acceleration beneath 24.50. They defended that 24.50 level. At least for an FU, but we'll see. Yeah, there's like a volume, like a VAH and a volume imbalance. We'll see how it holds up here. That's why it's like the whole like toxic masculinity, like the term should just be toxic humanity. But Damn, I took that short. I'm getting paid. Getting paid, locking in, top of the wick of that. Mm-hmm. Oh, snap. All right, that's $2,000 on 2 accounts. Sorry, you guys were talking. Woke asked me in the chat. I did an okay gesture of what he was seeing was the same thing I was circling, but sorry. I didn't want to interrupt, but I wasn't sure I was right either. There was a volume point of control up there and a little node that we hit and rejected, and then it hit a bunch of buyers, and I just took the surefire one at 162. There was like 155 lot, and then it just rejected that guy. But you have your on your NQ chart, you had like a VIX R2. It hit to the pixel. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'm out. I'm flat. News. I'll see you soon. Yep. Yep. All right. Have a good one. So there's like a weekly level there. Okay. That was from like August 13th, Wednesday last year. That's kind of where we bounced out of and are retesting. So I finally got the last piece of my longboarding gear of the slider gloves, so I could put my hands down and stop myself and go fast down a hill and start practicing slides and stuff. So that'll be fun. And then I have like a welcome picnic for new students at the school I teach at, and I'll have my lunch break there, and it's on this huge hill. So I'm gonna try to bring my board in the bag and just use my break time effectively. I've been watching all these videos on the different types of slides and how to do it. It looks like it can continue. It's just butting its head against some old levels. That's what I was looking at for the reaction. Where is this, contextually? Like the premature bounce up from 71 or whatever, that looks like a FU, and now it's like bearishly retesting it because it's accepted some sellers here. The last seller's at 68. If it accelerates below that, you're getting seller acceptance. You had a buyer punished at 113 that it retested and fell beneath, so the narrative's shifting to the seller. Contextually needs to hold below that 6-7 character. 6-7. So you caught that woke, that little short drop buyer absorption? That's your typical thing, like a violent expression and then somebody, a large player countermining the shift, like buys in and then it goes down from there. That's oh, nice trader dude. Sorry to hear that, Dave. That's we got another news drop in 8 minutes, right? There's a 200 lot buyer at 110 stepping up, and it's jittering in their favor, so buyers are responding. So you could take that buyer absorption idea if the 110 gets rejected there, but news in 6, so watch out. Here's my helmet for that skateboard stuff. It's got like a snake on the back. It's pretty comfy. P-whipped. Yeah, it's April Fools, and you got Trump speaking and news, triple news drop. Let's just see how the news algorithmically hits. That one earlier was like complete devoid of volume when it spiked up to Tio's level. It had nothing in it. It was just like algorithmic. Those are so interesting because it shows how fake price action is, because it's just like what was doing that. Like if it hit like 1,000 lot and rejected, that'd be different. But it's like it goes up there. Is it so they can for accounting on their dark pools say that it went there where they sold. Like I really there's like one more level to this that I don't understand, and that's the gamma and the delta pools. You started explaining options to me one time, and then it kind of makes sense. Like if they get to a strike price, it like kind of eliminates people, right? Yeah. Like I know people use the gamma and the gex levels and I know about it, but I don't know what the effect on price is, like the relationship. I know that they're like magnets and they gravitate there, but I don't know why and like what's happening when they reject or get it. There we go. News stuff. Mm. Mm. Inverse. because they're trying to like balance their books or something. Ah, yeah, I see. So they're like hedging and trying to. Duh. 800 spoofer, by the way, on ES. Two 800 lots. Gotcha. Thanks for sharing that. I was trying to read about it. Like, yeah, we got two 800 lots on 6622 and 6620 that just appeared as price kind of gravitated away. So far they're getting their wish of rejection here. One got spooked away. They're both gone now. Huh. theta. Butterflies. Getting butterflies in my stomach. Butterflies. Why did they call it butterflies? It stays in the air for a short time or something. Like wings or something. You're out of here. 3 strikes. Getting some buyers here at 162 and 160. If it fatigues out on these guys, I don't know. It would have to go beneath this with acceleration for it to be true. Whoa. Getting another buyer at 142, so the buyer's losing slight steam here if it can't hold 142. Yeah. Sounds good. I'll catch you guys. I'm just playing some games. I'll hang around for a little bit. I found a way to minimize my window so I can still see everything. That Slay the Spire game is addictive. It's if you like card games like Magic the Gathering, you'd like it. This actually works on Mac. Surprisingly, even Crimson Desert. So they're making more Mac compatible games. That's why I bought it. It was only like $20. This would be a good game to teach the kids to how to read English and what the meaning of the words means, you know? When I eventually open my new school or whatever, I'm going to make a computer lab where people can play games and stuff, but this would be definitely on there for that list of games to teach the kids to play. Critically think about the move you're doing and then what does the card do and then the damage output and all the math behind that, the risk to reward for the damage to block ratio and all that. Mm-hmm. Minecraft Education is another good one. It can teach you programming and history and stuff. I got a license for as a school for that one to teach my daughter programming. 174 buyer at 180 here. It's likely, I don't know what it's likely gonna do actually, but if it fatigues on some of the buyers eventually, you're at 3K delta for the day and kind of holding this range, this node. The node is at 149, so unless it rejects 149, there's, yeah, I was thinking buyer absorption, so. Yeah, they teach you like science there too, so that's kind of cool. Like you can choose the subject. Like they have like teamed up ones with like Disney where you can go do inside head and other stuff like that. and it keeps you in the sandbox within the confines of the mission of the level, like building a mood lander or whatever. So whatever you're trying to teach, they don't stray away from what you're trying to teach and do whatever they want. That's my problem with Roblox, is it's like kind of garbage for what do you call it? It's garbage for education. It's just like mindless bouncing balls and hitting each other, so it melts their brain. Okay. Okay. We need some blocks, so let's do that. And then yeah, we need to heal. Oh, this is upgraded, that's why. I don't have the energy. Looks like it's going to accelerate to beneath the 149 point of control. We'll see. We will see. Ooh, nice. I can do that. Let me get 2 more. Let's just draw this for some block. No. We'll send one of the strikes away and then block and then hit. Negates above 180. If it goes above 180, buyers step back into control. Oh, thanks. Yeah. It's very nice in visual acuity for the heat map. I think. Gotta eat the 25 hit. Okay. Whenever you add an attack, upgrade it. Okay, that's nice. $22 damage. It's undeniable for that guy. No, that doesn't exhaust. Let's do that. Okay. Getting some sellers here. 100 lot at 207, 122, 188. So either a massive slingshot to the upside is about to occur, or these sellers are expecting this volume imbalance to reward them. Yeah. Does that add it permanently? I think it does. What is the top card on my deck? A bash. A defend, okay. Need to save the damage output for this one. More buyers stepping up here. 120 at 175, 100, 171. It's a little battle happening. More apt to think that it absorbs these buyers at 175. It'd be a surefire thing if it comes back down below 175. Oh man, that's... I messed up the order of the cards there. I'm probably gonna die. Oh, we got him. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good for these perfected strike. Got him. Nice. A lot of buyers happening here. 400 lots iceberged in at 100 each at 167, 168, 170, 173. You got some absorption fuel if it exhausts to the downside here. Man, how did he survive that one health? Okay, who's doing that? You could stop now. Damn, the buyer's stepping up here. Jeez Louise. Hmm. On ES, we hit some resting lot up there. We swept the high on NQ as well. It was a total of 659 delta with the push up. So we're kind of like in a larger context, just hitting a bunch of buyers up here. So it's inducing and then hitting stops of sellers. So buy stops, buy side. So at some point, some sort of buyer fatigue could be in order, but who knows? The last few days it's been on a tear to the upside. Oh. Okay, I'm going to end this stream here. Peace out. Trade safe.